I received a question recently from a farmer in Illinois. He asks me, how strong is that corporate shield anyway? So when people come to me and they're interested in forming, let's say, a limited liability company or a corporation, one of the advantages in doing that is you now have the corporate shield. Myself as a business owner, Rinker Law PLLC, it is a form of a limited liability company. I have a corporate shield. So the hope is that if I get sued, then my personal assets are protected. Similarly with farmers and food entrepreneurs who have formed a limited liability company or a corporation, the hope is that that corporate shield will also shield them from personal liability. But it is not bulletproof. That shield can be broken through if one of three things are met. First, is the business grossly undercapitalized? If it is, if the business has taken on too much debt, then the court could say, you know what, you need to be personally liable. The second is are the assets being commingled? Unfortunately, I just had a conversation with a local entrepreneur who was running her business out of her personal account. I do not advise this. I believe that business, especially if you have a limited liability company or a corporation, you need to have a separate account and make sure that that business is not paying for any of your personal expenses. I don't pay out of my Rinker Law account. I don't pay for my dry cleaning bill. It doesn't pay for my Netflix or my HBO, etc. So it's really important to keep the finances of the company and your personal life separate. Otherwise, the court might say that you're really just the alter ego of the corporation. Third and finally, a gross disregard of corporate formalities. So what do I mean by that? Well, when people come to me and say, I need a limited liability company or I need a corporation, then there are certain requirements that need to be met. For example, if they have a corporation, then they need bylaws. If they have an LLC, then they need an operating agreement. And then the law dictates, and also those internal operating agreements will dictate that they need to have annual member minutes. And so those need to be memorialized as well. If you are not already working with an attorney on this, I would recommend that you do so to make sure those corporate formalities are kept up to date. Because if you have a gross disregard of those corporate formalities, then a court may just say that that corporate shield should go away and that you'll be personally held liable for the debt of the corporation. If you have any specific questions, I would recommend talking to an attorney licensed in your jurisdiction.